So yeah, bro, I just really wanted to get on here and really just have a short interview. It's not going to take too long at all. Let the audience know real quick what your name is and a little bit about yourself before we get started.
My name is Neville. I've been doing IT for about 20 years now. Obviously, I'm into entrepreneurship and looking for a side hustle, and I've been doing Amazon FBA for the past 7 to 8 months right now. So far, so good.
I'm happy to have you here on like our student success series on YouTube, man. I love talking to EDU students that end up taking off. And I just want to ask you, like, put yourself back when you started to initially think about making money online. Like, did you have any motivation for doing that? Because I know most people, they don't just one day wake up and they're like, I want to make money on the internet. Was there any like motivation behind that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I started off doing like eBay back in the day, selling sneakers, Shopify, buying stuff from China, shipping it here and all that stuff. I tried it all, made a few dollars here and there, but not as much as what I'm making now with Amazon. I can see it actually working. So I'm trying to just, scale up and hopefully, replace my full-time income so I can quit my job.
You already were you had that entrepreneurial bone in you. How long did it actually take you to take action on starting to make money online? Like, I know you probably knew about the opportunity for a long time. You probably saw like ads on social media. Was there like a certain point in time where you're like, you know what, I'm gonna just try this thing?
It didn't take me long at all because all of the corporate jobs I've had with IT, it would get very repetitive. So I would always be online researching ways to make money online and stuff like that. So I made a move pretty quickly, jumping into anything that would work. And what actually worked was, Amazon. I saw it working for me, so I stuck to it. And like I said, I just want to scale up and hopefully do 5-6 figures, hopefully.
So how much have you made so far since joining EDU?
I joined back in October of last year. Revenue-wise, I think I'm around 78K for revenue.
And how long ago did you enroll?
Back in October 2023.
Okay, so 7-8 months ago, and you've done how much?
77K.
Damn, bro, congratulations. Well, I know there's a lot of like e-commerce programs out there. So like what specifically motivated you or attracted you to wanting to be a part of EDU?
I looked at all the ads. I've seen your ads for months before I actually joined. And there's a lot of gurus online and this and that. I'm sure you know. I was very picky on what programs I signed up for, right? Because half of these people just make their money selling courses and all that stuff, right? So I'm like, let me try this thing because I've seen a few of your ads. You seem trustworthy. Everything that you discuss seems logical. Like, you know what? I got some money saved up. Let me jump in and invest in myself and make a move. Because if you're doing the same thing every day, you're not going to move up, right? You're not going to change. You got to change what you do to move on in life. So I made that step for me and my family. And I'm just shooting for the stars right now. Doing my best.
Yeah, no, you hit the nail on the head. You keep doing the same thing every day, you're going to keep getting the same results. So, I mean, you obviously got to try something different eventually. So did anything like surprise you when you enrolled as far as the process or the curriculum itself?
What surprised me was the instant support. So obviously I had a bunch of questions in the beginning. I talked to all the coaches. They would respond. I had a call with a few coaches like Two Wheels and Mark. It felt real because you're actually talking to people. You have these weekly, meetings where you can actually, ask questions also. So it felt real. It felt like it was worth investing in this program. I would definitely recommend it to anyone that's considering, having their own business, especially with Amazon right now.
Nah, I appreciate that. Yeah, having like an accountability group and a community is very important when it comes to trying something new because it's always more motivating and helpful when you have people that you can ask questions to. So I want to ask you this. So before EDU, you were just working your IT job?
Yeah.
Okay, so since joining and adding like this additional stream of income to your life, like has your life changed a little bit?
Oh yeah, definitely. I was able to take a few days off, take my family out, be able to pay certain bills without worrying about, the rent and all that stuff. So it's definitely helped me financially. That's why I want to push more, totally take over my normal income and I can just focus on that full time. Right now, I'm pretty much part-time with FBA.
That's good, man. Yeah, and it's only the beginning because like you said, you started like 7 months ago. So that's great. So this is the last question. I want you to pretend that you could jump in a time machine and talk to yourself before joining EDU. Is there anything specific that you would say to yourself now that you have that hindsight and you can look back?
I wish I had jumped in sooner. Like a year or two or whenever you started the EDU program. I know you had it for a while, a couple of years ago. I wish I joined sooner because obviously I had my doubts with all these programs out there and I wasn't sure if I wanted to invest that amount of money into one program, right? I just, pulled the trigger. I'm like, you know what? Let me just do it. I'll pay this amount for the program. It has to be worth it, and it was, and it is. Yeah, I wish I jumped in sooner. It is what it is, and we'll all get there some point.
I mean, I tell people all the time, like, yeah, we're not the cheapest program, but
Right.
staying at the same level is expensive. It's more expensive than what the cost of the investment is. So, man, I appreciate you for being on here. I know like you're waiting on your wife, and shout out to you for the kid on the way too, man. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to just hop on this interview. And if there's any questions you have for me or anything that you need from me, you have my contact.
Gotcha. I appreciate it, man.
But yeah, man, I appreciate you. And shout out to everyone that was viewing this episode too. Hopefully you got value from Neville. I know he's going to keep going crazy in EDU. And man, we can do a follow-up interview one day once you hit that 100K mark and then that $1 million mark too. So look forward to that.
Thank you, man.
All right, man, I appreciate you. Have a good one.